Let me thank you and Mr. Mendez for joining us and turn the podium over to you.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you very much, Secretary, Governor, Senator, Congressman, and ladies and gentlemen. This is a really great event. I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me. A lot of good things are happening. The project really has everything to do with what President Obama and the Congress had in mind when we moved forward with the Recovery Act. What we want to do, of course, is provide for the motorist greater safety, less congestion, and really a bridge that will be able to handle traffic into the future. But the most important issue within the Recovery Act, of course, was generating jobs. And as you can see, a lot of people here standing behind me, a lot of the workers. It's important for us to get people back to work given where we are with the economy today. So I do want to say congratulations to the governor and the state of Maryland and everyone else who has really been at the table on this issue. Now, all across the country, we're seeing many projects just like this from the Recovery Act. They're helping to lead us out of the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. Nationwide, we have committed more than $26 billion to more than 12,000 projects throughout the nation. And in the last quarter of 2009, which is the most recent figures that we had, up to 41,000 jobs had been created in transportation alone from the Recovery Act. The impact of the jobs ripples beyond just the project itself. A lot of that funding goes out to suppliers, the stores and restaurants here locally, the business community. And of course, every time that we replace a bridge or repair a road, we give someone a safer ride to work, a faster trip to school, or a smoother ride back home. Now, here in Maryland, we've committed hundreds of millions of dollars from the Recovery Act to about 170 projects statewide, with work that is actually underway on more than 100 of those projects. So as we add the I-695 bridge to the list today, I think it's important for us to remember some of the benefits that really the taxpayers are benefiting from these projects. For example, this project, it's my understanding, the original estimate was $30 million. After we went through the process, the winning bid came in at about $18 million. So not only are the taxpayers really garnering a lot of savings from the current economic environment, but we're really investing for the future now. So I do want to congratulate the state of Maryland, everybody that's been engaged in this. You're benefiting tremendously. Now that we do have the construction season really underway, we will see a lot of work zones just like what we have behind me here. And that really is a great sign of what's happening or what portends for the future. And it's also a great sign for a lot of the families that really need to be out there with, creating jobs. But I do want to kind of admonish all of you, and hopefully the media will help me in the message here. As we move forward in the future, it's important for all of us to stay alert as we drive through these construction work zones. We want to make sure all the motorists and the workers, the men and women that actually build our infrastructure, are safe.
695 is the main beltway around this economic hub of the Baltimore metropolitan area. And so, Administrator Mendez, I want to thank you for what President Obama and your organization has done to help us repair the strength of our critical infrastructure while also getting our people back to work. That's what the Recovery and Reinvestment Act was about. That's why our Maryland congressional delegation, by and large, supported it, because we needed to avoid falling into that second Great Depression. We rallied around our president, and now we are creating jobs.
What we need to deal with now is jobs. If you look at where we were when we had the meltdown and where we're coming now, we are moving, and we are moving in a positive way. And you look at the stock market, you look at things that happen, a lot of the stock market reacts to what's happening out there. So the positive reinforcement of what's going on makes a difference.
We are creating jobs, we are saving jobs, we're helping our economy, and we're investing in the type of transportation system that's critically important for our community in order to be able to continue to grow.
This bridge that carries about 200,000 people, I do believe, a day? Is that possible? 200,000 moms and dads in their vehicles every single day travel across this bridge. This bridge is very, very close to its safe lifespan. There is no infrastructure invented yet by mankind that does not eventually, with age, crumble, fall apart, and become structurally deficient. And this bridge was on its way very fast to becoming structurally deficient and becoming a danger. But because of President Obama, because of our Congress, because of our belief that we can make a better future, we are investing $25 million today in this bridge, which will create 200 construction jobs in the course of its being built, and will put food on the table and keep roofs over the homes of hardworking Maryland families who want to help us get to the other side of this recession and a new era of job creation. But this is one of those clear examples of a project that's working, putting people to work, making our infrastructure safer, and making our country stronger. And I thank you all so very, very much for coming out today. Thanks.